Hi everyone, Caro here. Welcome to this daily tarot reading. We are going to read for the 14th and the 15th of December 2023. So this is right after the new moon. And yes, today we will do our classical reading. Plus today we are going to perform a coffee cup reading. So this is a coffee cup that I am using. Normally I want to actually introduce you the cup, so I have brought some examples for you. Now I have borrowed cups from my mother actually last year's, but this coffee cup reading was always an intention in me to perform, but somehow I couldn't initiate this. But now with this Sagittarius new moon, I set my intentions to bring these readings. When especially in the times we feel most, we will definitely do it. Now, usually these little ones are the traditional coffee cups, and they are small. So it can be still done here, but I wanted a bigger one because in the end I'm going to show you the patterns, so it can be visually more, eye-catching from here. But actually these are the traditional ones, and they are so small actually. We usually do this after dinner, so that's why they are very small, or in the visits during daytime. We also serve it to our guests in any time of the day. But coffee cup reading is a traditional thing in my country, so we are already living in the divination in that sense. So these are also some other cups that I have borrowed from my mother, and I will be also using them, but I wanted to start with this one, so we will try actually one by one. Thanks to my mother who has given me these cups, so she's watching. Thank you, Mom, once again. They are over 40 years old. So we are lucky to have these. This has happened actually last year's, but they are with me now with almost 2 years. But now I have the chance to start these coffee cup performances by also using the energy of this beautiful Sag new moon. Okay, so I have started this. Now I'm going to get my last how do they say, dips, and then we will be doing the tarot reading. I will use how we gonna do this? I'm going to use a stick with the coffee cup. By the way, I almost forget, I'm gonna do the coffee cup reading after finishing the tarot reading in the members section, because I want to deliver something special for my members. So if you would like to join us there, you are very welcome to join. I'm going to link the membership sections, link to the comment section. Okay, so you can click, and if you would like to be with us, join us there. So yeah, I'm going to use the stick. Some last, okay, actually I will use a ring. Okay, I will use a ring now. Just a sec, I need some water. Now let's do like this. I will close it because I want it to become colder. So how we do it? So I have drink this now. Okay, so I'm gonna do this like 3 times, and towards myself. Yes, this was a bit big one, and also I'm putting the ring, okay, for it to. Oh, nice! There is a crown here. There's a. It's a German cup. It seems the porcelain is a German porcelain. In the 80s they were very famous. Okay, now this is going to wait. It's going to get colder, of course, so the patterns will be, you know, stuck there, and after finishing the daily reading I will be performing the coffee cup. It was my first performance in the channel. Thank you very much for witnessing this moment. So I'm also very excited for this. Let's continue now with our tarot reading. Oh, this deck is shuffled like this better. Okay. So this is for the 14th and 15th of December 2023. What we need to know. Like this. What we need to know as collective aftermath of the Sagittarius new moon. Okay. So let's pick our cards now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we have a 10 of Wands. This is, in this deck, this is the mature version of a Queen of Cups. We have the, this is 8 of Swords. This is 6 of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. This is the mature version of a Queen of Pentacles. And wow, 9 of Pentacles. Look at the Pentacle energy here with the greens. Wow. Nice patterns, right? With this type of decks, where a street is described and presented by color, it gives you also good energetical look to your reading. Sometimes it's nice actually to use also this color concentrated decks. Not every time, I mean I can't every time, but at times it's good. I like that. So what we can say for today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 6 of Pentacles in the middle. This is our central energy. And let me see, 10 of Wands. Okay, so I see here some helping hands in a time of need. Coming from a person who has also some romantic maybe attraction towards you, or some forms of a mutual exchanges happening, and romance here can be result, or let's say one person feels like emotionally enriched, the other is also feeling so. And where this is all coming from, it's actually coming from that 10 of Wands in the beginning. So there is a the reading starts with The reading starts with some heavy energy. It can be a time which we a bit overextend ourselves. Overextending ourselves, maybe we taken more than we can handle about a subject, and this may create an emotional heaviness in us. It can be also like a feeling oppressed due to some pressure of things on us. We feel this pressure. We feel the pressure of success, expectation from us. It's like we got to all put it together and do it perfect. Or something does not play out pleasurable as we thought of it. Let's say we are putting the effort, we take like more responsibility, more things for attaining goals, but it's like this becomes a bit unfulfilled for us. So some forms of heavy responsibility is entering, or a duty is feeling restricting. This is also the Saturn in Sagittarius card. So this new moon, we need to check if we are taking much more than we can handle, or Sagittarius energy can be some big promises sometimes. Like, are we giving a promise that we cannot maybe keep later, which can be a bit heavy burden on us later? It can be also, or it is just at the beginning, we are at the tip that we can actually still remove some weight before we can continue, and then we can actually maybe free some things and we can create again. So this is about taking like too much responsibility on purpose. It can be. Now there can be, of course, people at this time who may also a bit feeling stuck with us, okay? Or we can, with that priestess energy, which is priestess in this deck is a more older version of Queen of Cups, and it's a more actually mature energy, but we here, like with the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands, in between it's a bit ill-dignified there. So it can be also, if this is happening in some kind of a romantic connection or in a relationship time, this can show us like being overwhelmed by this heavy emotional air caused by these tasks and responsibilities. It may be hard for us to process them. We may like change one mood to another, or someone is like looking at us, they feel very sensitive, like we say something, a person is like viewing our every word, or it's like, this can be also an influence of a water sign in our life. They are like, for instance, telling us, why are you behaving like the world is out to get you, relax, this maybe sensitivity coming from a water energy. So we are like in between maybe moods and emotions. Some relationship issues may arise, and it's like 8 is also it's the sign of like an infinity. It's a loop, so it's asking us to step out of a particular cycle here actually, because we may lose something valuable, like or we are like wasting something valuable for the sake of just taking responsibility. Here we are actually giving a soft warning today. Now, Six of Pentacles energy, let me actually check just a sec. Let me check that Queen of Cups there. I will call it Queen of Cups, okay, just for the sake of making it like understandable for you. This is actually a male figure who has a great sensitivity. I think they have that divine feminine energy at work. Yes. With this also pentacle, we have the sorrow over a loss. Yes, I was telling you, we may lose something valuable. We need to be careful. Sorrow over a loss. And this Five of Pentacles. It's like we got to save something here. Changes in your life. Let me get these, and do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. It's like we may lose something of material value, and then we may like put a lot of effort to take it back with the help of a person. Maybe this person who has been like warning us, or it can be vice versa. This can be our position towards someone who is taking too much on them. Maybe we are showing that sensitivity towards them. So because in the Six of Pentacles, this is actually, you see, there is a necklace here. There is a necklace. Right? So there is something of value here, which is maybe romantically, well, we are given, we are valuing, maybe it's a beautiful jeweled necklace. It's a gift actually. So it can be also a gift we have took, something we have received of value, which maybe improved our life significantly. Of course, it can be a physical object, it can be access to a particular resource or information which were maybe not available for us before. It can be something of financial value, but this was like given us. We have the rose, like out of like it has a romantic value, it has a romantic quotation to it. But are we like not so much feeling grateful? Okay, do we really value this thing? Okay, are we protecting it? Because we can do something, then we have a sorrow here of something we lose them, or we couldn't really take care of it well. There was like negligence in our care. So it is like a warning. If something really important to us on this day, we need to take better care of it, because we may lose far more than just a few things. Okay, here we need, if this is something of value to us, then we need to like develop it, or find ways to develop it. This so much stuck. It can be, for instance, maybe this is something like a disposition of a particular object. It's like maybe selling something, but do we really want to sell it? Or something in that nature. it's like we may regret later, okay? We may regret later. So this Queen of Pentacles energy here, mirroring also the Queen of Cups, reminds us, like giving us maybe a heads up. Because the Pentacle energy, of course, will know the material value of things. It may be like warning us what we may be losing there. And actually, maybe there is a warning there. It's telling us that this thing is actually bring you comfort. It brings you like physical pleasure. It gives you actually confidence. Are you really sure that you are giving it away? So there is here a sign. It wants us to it wants to lead us like how to appreciate also the material foundation of our life, while we actually keep it with also Queen of Cups, like spiritual, let's say, okay? Because you know, sometimes too much identification with the material possession or physical appearance, it may create sometimes dangerous conditions. Well, it is identification. It is not actually the real thing there, right? It's an identification, like an image which actually try to define us. So here, the idea is also it can be if there is something which has served to us, to identify us, and helped us for some time, it can be still valid and in use. It may have still practicality, functionality. That's why maybe we are here like getting also warned that this thing we may need some time more without being like too much identified with it, but we may need it, it says. And actually we feel very Nine of Pentacles wealthy with it. So you know, something here can be also like damaged, that we need to be cautious without allowing the stuff to take a place of a deeper meaning in our life. We can actually be awareness of these material possessions. We can value them, and there is something, it seems, how to say, because they have been maybe they have been built on trust and commitment. Okay, so here there is some kind of a balance we need to find. This thing is important for us, and someone here is try to remind that at the same time. Now, Ten of Wands there, also mirroring the Nine of Pentacles energy. You know, we need to be super careful on this day, ladies and gentlemen, because we may be considering doing something we know is actually wrong in order to achieve the material ends. There can be some activity we need to refrain from. Actually, keeping in mind that time has a bigger plan for us. Like it has a bigger, much bigger plan for us. And if we do something like earlier, like also in the new moon energy, like we are maybe too much hurrying for that, there can be like a price to pay, okay? And this may not be the price we expect. We need to lose something more than we can also. I mean, we can lose something more than we expect. So here, when it comes to the material foundation of life, here there needs to be some kind of a balance. There is someone who is also warning us about that, or we are giving this to another person, like a warning, like, are you sure, do you want to do that? Then you may, you know, worry it later. So and yeah, out of I mean this context, all can happen in a romantic setting with a partner, or with someone special to us. So there is this dialogue happening, okay? It tries to remind us the true value of something in our life, to know the value of it without identifying with it too much until like it possesses us. It's like this in the Lord of the Rings, you know, it's like the relationship between the ring and its owner. Yes, no one is questioning its value, but you know, the one who has it having this power struggles, right? And the possession becomes something that slowly destroys you. Of course, we don't have that much of a sharp example here in this reading, but just wanted to mention how the relationship with material life is also a topic, you know, in movies, cinema, performance arts, even music, right? So this is actually collectively a very rich theme, yes. So then we need some guidance. What we can have for guidance? Let me get a guidance. Oops, too much. I was trying to take the decks from it, and there were like two more, so they were about to fall. I was doing the 10 of Wands like this, like too much decks, you know, falling, and it hurts. So this is actually a nice 10 of Wands visual, it can be. But this is the only thing I need also, right? It's also that one thing at a time. I don't need these decks, and in order to get this, get one, I don't have to make an extra pressure, otherwise I'm gonna lose all the decks. They're gonna just scatter around. So I have to go one step at a time, right? So this is also the idea actually here. But imagine this is happening, this all at once thing is happening in life, and someone is trying to give us a heads up. So yeah, I practiced the readings here for you. Some visual representations of the readings. With this way, if you are studying tarot, you don't have to memorize the cards. You know, at some stage in my life, if I give a tarot course, for instance, there won't be any memorization of cards. There is going to be only live examples so that people can externalize the energies. And I have a very magical way to do that. But it requires, of course, preparation. But if I would give a course, absolutely there won't be any memorization with the cards. Some, for instance, in a tarot course, of course, we can do a separate course, for instance, with the history of cards. This is like a literature, it's a library thing, that thing. And of course, the knowledge that can be subjected to some kind of this intellectual, let's say, activity. But with the when it comes to really learning about the cards, not by the book, but by a live example, I think this needs to be told differently. So that's why I will definitely teach that in that level. I wouldn't like teach them like from a book, for instance. So this is how you can really internalize the cards. So if I, if I do something like this, teaching cards in the future, I would definitely prepare a very special course. I would explain them with this live examples from very different fields, by using my interest to several areas of life, actually. So this would be really actually enriching experience. But now I don't have a time to do that right now. But maybe some few years later, I don't know. We will see though. Let me drop it here as an intention again. So, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. We have the tiger, the fire. We have also here the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. I think this is like if we get to lose something, or it can be we are getting the information of something has been lost, but it can be retrieved or can be taken back. We shouldn't stop putting efforts to take it back. Maybe this is because this thing has an incredible maybe value. Maybe, sometimes it's those things. Just a little example. Sometimes without your consent, a family member does something. You see a particular item or an activity is done without your consent, and it's like gone, for instance. It's like saying you shouldn't stop. You need to go after. Mighty forces come to my aid. There is also a help available here, because we need to stand really strong against really losing something. It's like we need to at least put the effort there, okay? This is the message of this today's reading. So yeah, today I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I will be now going to the members section, and let me see if this is called. It needs to get called. I will wait some more minutes to get it like very stick with the cup, and I will be reading it. For those who would like to join us in the members section, you are very welcome. I'm going to put the link at the comment section below. By the way, I forget to tell you yesterday, but in this, actually let's promote our envelope tarot reading project for those who are new, but would like to meet with me in a envelope tarot reading. So I have an envelope tarot reading project that I have introduced yesterday. I am crafting an envelope for you. This is not a made envelope yet because I will craft it according to the vibe I get from you. Usually an envelope gets some things like this, okay? And there are also some ready-made ones here. So there are 15 of them right now. And in it there are tarot cards. I'm writing the message to a handwritten letter for you. This can take many pages depending on the message. There is going to be a stationery gift from me to you, okay? Like a memory notebook for you for 2024. There are going to be cards, and of course I will choose them accordingly. I'm just showing this as an example. Some cards also from my collection. Each of them has messages on them. Plus, this isn't enough. There is going to be also. Oh, I have to check which number was this envelope. Okay, here. You just need to tell me a number from 1 to 15, okay? Plus, there are some oracles here. I am picking one oracle from each oracle deck. I am also adding these cards to your envelope, and I am writing their messages to you. These cards will be yours. You can frame them in your homes. So this is something you can really gift for yourself, and it's an incredible way. All these things will be sent to you in the safest shipping with tracking. So if you're interested, please let me know. I'm going to send you a link of my Etsy shop. With a few clicks you can purchase it. Of course you need to provide an address to Etsy, so you can also follow its tracking from there. Also in your your country's post system of international shipping. Plus, what I forgot is actually these red envelopes. They are going to have some codes. I'm going to send you some special codes. Like a mixture of number and letter. Now this code is going to be something between you and me. Why? Because throughout 1 year there are usually 1 or 2 very intense times that we may really need that super guidance. It's usually the times, it changes, but for instance, in a year, March and February for me is usually the hardest. It's that 1 or 2 times really intense in life. When it happens, you need that particular message, sign, or advice. You are going to have a code in this envelope. For instance, that moment throughout 2024 has come. You just go to my channel's comment section, write your code there, which is going to be special to you. I will see it definitely, because there is I will definitely see it. So with that comment, I will understand that you need a guidance at this point. I'm going to use an oracle deck, concentrate your energy, and write the oracle deck's message to you, okay? So it's those times sometimes you don't know where to turn to, but even a small message, a guidance can really help. So this is something like a communication between you and me, okay? And this is going to be your special code. Like Mission Impossible, we say, but we will make it possible with you. So you will have that code in the envelope as well. This is also something I wanted to add. So I am also waiting for your participations to this tarot project of mine. It is really a beautiful one. Again, in the comment section, I'm leaving the details for you. if you haven't watched it in yesterday's video. Yeah, now we are continuing our journey with the coffee cup reading. So I am waiting the ones who are interested in my membership section, and see you there. Have a nice day, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye.